2013 Baton Rouge Spring Sprint. Let me tell y'all, my nerves have been through the roof these past about 6 weeks that I've been planning this. I have had dreams like crazy. I have dreamed that I've been up in a big tall tree house, I guess because my kids like to climb trees, and I'm looking down talking to you guys, which this is pretty high, but I have dreams that I'm talking to you guys in a tree house. I've had dreams that I've forgotten my glasses, I wouldn't be able to see what I'm supposed to read. And then last night's dream, I dreamed that a TV crew showed up and was filming this. So my nerves have been through the roof. So thank y'all for being patient with me. And I remembered last year at convention, Grace got up there at 9 years old and announced the brand to us. And I thought, she can do that in front of 10,000 consultants. I can talk to you guys today. So when I received the phone call and it was invited to speak to y'all today, I was excited. I normally train on our group conference calls. Normally that's behind a telephone. So seeing y'all looking back at me, whew, that makes me a little bit nervous, but thank y'all. Again, my name's Rebecca Castro. I'm a STAR director to wonderful consultants from the Simple Sense group. Let's see. So through my words today, I hope that I will be able to provide good customer service for you guys, my fellow Cincy family consultants. Oh, let me see. So Chord 3 was provide great customer service. This is one of Orville Thompson's chords that he talked about at convention last summer. Your customers, your team members, possible recruits, your hostesses, upline, downline, even everybody can benefit from good customer service. Always approach each instance with a smile. Just turn that smile upside down. It really does change your whole behavior. It relieves stress, and we all know that smiling burns calories. So start each day turning your frown upside down. Surround yourself with positive people. You are the company that you keep. Go the extra mile and provide that good customer service with your time. Because if you don't, somebody else will. I always have business cards ready to give out to my acquaintances or people that I run into. And sometimes I'll go to hand out a business card and they'll say, oh, I already have a Cincy consultant, or I already have a Grace Adele consultant. And I'm like, awesome, that's great. I'm glad you know the product. Keep my card handy, so in case you can't get a hold of them, or in case they stop selling or something, you'll have that backup. Just know that somebody else is always out there ready to snatch up that next consultant. So be prepared. There's always another consultant ready to pick up your slack. If a customer has a bad experience with something, they are quick to find a different consultant. People talk way more when they're upset or dissatisfied with something. So think about it when you're upset with a product or hear something, you're on that phone, you're telling everyone, can you believe that this happened? Or if you're upset about a product, you're writing a survey, you're filling out that survey and letting them know how upset you are. So you don't want your customers to do that about you. So always be there to make them happy. I personally use personalized note cards. They have a special thank you message that I handwrite on them. It also has all of my contact information, and it has the Cincy family warranty on it. And I put that in every single customer order bag. I also include the Scent and the Warmer of the Month flyers. Sometimes I include the samples that I make with my business cards and any kind of monthly promotion that Cincy's offering, like the daily double, the Darling Sweetheart double deal, or last month with the Grace Adele promotion. I'll put that in my bags. I'll also use tissue paper to wrap up my bars or maybe my Bellotta chocolate and tie them up with ribbon. Now I do this because when I'm delivering product to my hostess, then they have to deliver that to their customer. I don't want stray bars getting lost in the hostess's car or anything like that. So I securely fasten all that together to where she can nicely present it to her customers who are at her party. This extra attention given to your customers will set you apart from everyone else, and it will exceed your customers' expectation. This makes the customers feel special, and it shows them that you care. My customers always tell me that they feel like they're getting a gift from me whenever they receive their orders and they come back to me. You packaged that so neat. I felt like I was opening a present. But really, they're the ones that paid for it, so that's the best kind of present for me. Providing excellent service creates relationships that can and often will lead to future business opportunities. Create those loyal customers that become regular hosts that in turn become future consultants like us. So some little tips that you might want to write down are always be positive and always smile. You always need to be genuine. Don't be something that you're not. Always listen to the consultant. Give the customer, well, listen to your consultants too, but always listen to your customer. Give the customer the benefit of the doubt. It's my motto that the customer is always right. Even when they're wrong, I try to make sure I'm letting them know I understand your point. Make each customer feel like they are your most important customer. Even if they only spend $20 at a time, that's a big deal to them, and you need to make them know, let them know that that's important to you. Don't make promises that you can't keep. Make deliveries in a timely manner. When you get those in, get them packaged up, put your special touch on them, and get those to your hostesses. Lead them to the multi-packs. I love that I can share during my hostess coaching to my hostesses and customers at a party that this is the best place that I can provide good customer service for you because you can save so much money. But you know what I'm doing on the flip side? I'm able to upsell. Maybe they were only going to get that full-size warmer in 3 bars. Well, now I can upsell them to the companion system and get that plug-in. So although I'm saving them money, I'm still upselling too, getting them that better deal. Let your customers who place $150 orders, let them have the party. Give them the $15 and free product. Give them the half-price rewards. That creates loyal customers that way. Also, like we talked about earlier, give the parties to your hostesses. Let them start their business right. Use this as a great sponsoring tool to let them start right. Recruit them that way. Use your customer loyalty cards that are in the Cincy family store. You decide what you want to give away if you want to give away something. You do a VIP program, some kind of customer loyalty. Offer free gift wrapping. We just had Valentine's Day. There's lots of other holidays that you could offer free gift wrapping and put your special touch on that. And then something that I do with all online orders is I send a catalog in the mail to them because right now our catalogs don't come with our online orders. So I send them a catalog. I like to be able to look at a catalog. And then I also send them a scent circle for Cincy fragrance orders, and I send them a handwritten thank you note. What other companies really do that? Not many. So I'm standing out to them as a Cincy family consultant. Maybe you don't want to do that with all of your online orders. Maybe you just want to do it for first-time buyers. But create that special attention with them. Create that bond with them to where they'll come back to you for their future orders. Okay, slide 2. Whoop. Now, how do you go back? Okay. Communicating often and effectively is key for customers as well as your consultants on your team. This can be the difference between an okay experience and a great experience. How many of you say, well, if I'd have known about the sale that Target was having, I so would have gone. Well, we need to communicate things like that. We need to communicate to our customers that right now, Cincy has a 10% off sale. We're getting ready for a new catalog. We need to let them know that next month we're going to be gearing up to get ready for a new catalog for April for Bellotta. So use your workstation and newsletter that Cincy provides to us to keep in touch with those customers. It's very important on your customer order forms to always get their full contact information. This way you'll be able to do complete follow-ups with them. Social media is a hot way to stay in touch with your customers and your team. This is a way to be the first to let them know about your promotions, your products, your giveaways, and any announcements that Cincy has to offer. Now, I wanted to share a little story, a quick story from one of my second-level directors. She just shared it a couple days ago. She talked about how important it was to have her customer contact information, and I just Squeezed it in at the last minute. I thought this was very fitting. So I'm going to read this in her words. Recently, I was challenged to create new hostess packets and do a booking blitz to book some parties. I completed my hostess packets and speech and started calling my 20 contacts. My goal was 10 parties, and I was not going to stop until I got all 10. And I didn't. I ended up talking to 26 people, finally booking 10 parties over the next 3 months. And most important thing, I didn't get a single no. I did get, I'm sorry I can't do that right now, but can you call me back later? So, after calling people on the phone, not emailing, not texting, not Facebooking, calling each contact, I got some amazing feedback, and this is what I learned. 13 people that had called had never used Facebook, and they would never know how to utilize an online party or a Facebook event. As a matter of fact, they said they only had Facebook to keep in touch with family members. So how often do we rely on Facebook? She also learned that 12 never even read their emails. So thankfully, when she called them, she was able to reconnect with them. 9 had new addresses and 4 had new phone numbers. Wow, she says, I was shocked because I always email and I always text and I always hate phone calls. But guess what? Every single person thanked me for calling, and because I had lost that personal connection with my customers. I'd gotten away from the basics that we learned when we first began as a Cincy consultant. I'm getting back to the basics now. I never really realized how simple it is to stay focused. So I just wanted to share that little story with you guys to show how important it is to create those relationships and know your customers, to be able to follow up and have that follow-up business. Okay, so give your customer enough information while you're talking to them so they can set reasonable expectations for your service. This makes for happy customers. Listen to your customers. Listen to their wants and listen to their needs. Let them know how much you appreciate them and how much you appreciate their business. Know your product. Do you know what scents are in what fragrances are in certain ingredients? At a team meeting that we had once, we talked about making note cards, just like flashcards that you would study with your kids on multiplication facts or something like that. Make flashcards, learn the ingredients of the facts. So when you have someone call you and say, well, I really like sandalwood. What scent has sandalwood? You're going to know. So know your product. Never be negative about the product that you love. An optimistic attitude is a must at all times, even on those bad days, like we were talking about earlier. You know, on bad days, stay away from Facebook, stay away from all of that. Always be positive. You represent Cincy family. Regularly follow up with your customers to see if they need new bulbs or new scent bars, maybe a new bag of chocolate, because you can never have too much chocolate, or even the Grace Adele accessories. Make yourself accessible and easy to reach when you can. All of this goes for the consultants on your team also. Negativity and fear are the results when you don't share information effectively. No one likes the negative Nancy's or the Debbie Downers on your team, so let's always be clear and communicate clearly and often. Improve and fine-tune your systems of communication with your team and truly listen to them and hear them. When you do this, they will let you know what they want. They will let you know what they need from you and how you can help them grow. Once you begin recruiting, you're now a team leader. So you have the responsibility to take them on and sponsor them, really take care of them. Even if you just have one person on your team, you're a team leader. Nurture your future leaders with positive attitude and good trainings. Inspire them with your actions and your efforts. You provide good service to your team when you're active in your own Cincy family business. Let your team members see that, oh, she has a list of 100 people. Oh, she sets goals for herself. Let them see that you're a consultant just like them. And really, I am a consultant just like you guys. When I attended my first spring sprint 2 years ago, this is my third spring sprint, I would have never thought that I would be standing up here talking to you guys. So I'm just like you guys. 2 years from now, one of y'all will be up here talking too. Amen. This can be you. Expect your team members to do great things. And guess what? I expect you guys to leave here and do great things too. Reward and recognize them when they set a goal and they achieve it. Recognize these achievements, big and small. Help them to develop the best in themselves. Try to get to know your downline to fully appreciate the why that we've been talking about, the why they are a Cincy family consultant. Doing this will help you stay grounded and focused on your why as a Cincy consultant also. Really get to know them. Empower your team and your future leaders by encouraging their participation in events like this, Spring Sprint, Cincy Family Reunion, which, by the way, registration opened yesterday. Who registered on day one? Yes. Nurture your team leaders who are not only your front line. Now, frontline is somebody that goes directly to my website and signs up under me. What I'm talking about, nurture team leaders who are not directly your front line. Help them to establish a good business foundation. Maybe your second, your third, or your fourth level. Help them to establish that good business foundation. You have to grow the ones that want to grow and feed the ones that come to the table. As your business grows, you are going to find consultants on board and ready to go. You're going to have consultants that respond to every email, that attend every training, that achieve every goal that you set for them. But you're also going to have consultants that really just sell Cincy or have a lot of parties when they want, and that is okay. But you need to establish a good system to know how to balance that, how to work with both types of team members. I have to remind myself regularly that not everybody is like me, nor do they want to be like me, and that's okay. Don't let this discourage you, but just focus on finding productive team members. Don't slip into a management type mode. Management is doing things right, while leadership is doing the right things. Keep turning over the rocks, and you will begin to find rock stars. And use the principles that we've talked about today in Chord 3 by giving great customer service to your customers, to your hostesses, and to your fellow teammates. Give a little of your time. Make a phone call every so often. Send a little note in the mail just to let them know that you're doing a great job. That's all it really takes. If you put Chord 3 into action with all three of those groups, I guarantee your business will begin to reflect it. So as I finish up today, I'll leave you with this. Remember that you are the one that controls the motivation that you provide for your Cincy business. You control the motivation to give good customer service. So what do you consider great service? When you go into someone's place of business, what do you expect from them? How does that apply to your Cincy family business? When you're ready to motivate yourself and to provide excellent, great customer service, you will start seeing that within your Cincy family business, and your commission checks will reflect that. You will also see repeat hostesses, repeat customers, future leaders amongst your team. So there, as I was finishing up this, I go online, and I'm a big Googler, so I Google how to conclude a training. You know, I need a good punchline at the end. Well, Google failed me. I have no punchline. But at least I can say I didn't end up standing in a treehouse. I kept my glasses on the whole time, and I'm so glad that no TV station showed up. So thank you guys very much.
That was cool. All right. So, you ready to answer some questions?
Oh, yes. See, I forgot about
question sets? Question 2. You've already got it up for us. I'm going to point with the mic. That's not what you use to point at the screen. Sarah is Mraz. Sarah Mraz. Is Sarah here? Come on, I need a who daddy. Okay? Okay? Well, Sarah, if you were here, thank you for this great question. How can I promote my business in an area that has a lot of consultants? And what can I do to stand out?
Okay, well, I kind of talked about that. You want to make yourself unique. Whether it's the way you package your orders or the way you talk to your customers, maybe how you follow up with your customers. But to hit on the question about what I do in an area that has a lot of consultants already, I like to remind my team that it really isn't about saturation of consultants. First of all, we are far from being saturated in any place. It's not about saturation, it's about your product recognition. How do you promote yourself? How do you stand out against the other 15 consultants on your street? What do you do different? So make yourself unique to those other consultants.
Great answer, thanks. Okay, next question. Emerald, oh, yeah. What happened? Who did that? I didn't do that. Okay, hey, I got to let you know, when we were trying to get these questions, we were sitting down at a table, and Steve and Amanda were reading them off. Many of you asked similar, or if not the same questions. And there would be like one from like Nancy Jones, okay? And they'd say, no, let's get the one from the name that we know Tom will never be able to pronounce.
And I can't announce that either.
So, you know, that's payback for me positioning myself as an underdog. So I need to know. Perilou. See, I told you I'd be able to pronounce it. Emily Perilou from Laplace. In Louisiana. Okay. What are some new ways to attract customers and improve sales?
Okay, well, new ways, why not just go back to the basic ways? Go back to making samples, go back to sharing your Scent and Warmer of the Month flyers, or sharing your new catalog. Let them know about the current sales for our Scentsy fragrance catalog, and that right there will get them interested again. The smell is what sells a Scentsy fragrance. Get it back under their nose. So I think keep focused on the basics.
Great answer. Awesome. Thank you so much. So you get the full tickets out. Got it?
Yellow. Oh, and you get the blue envelopes.
Yes, this is for
Okay.
Rouge.
Ready? 5, 2, 8, 6, 3, 8. Another yellow. She's back there dancing, so she's excited. Okay. 5, 2, 8, 7, 2, 4.
Right here.
We have a
Okay.
winner.
Come on up. Sorry.
Another yellow. 5, 2, 8, 6, 7, 1. 5, 2, 8, 6, 7, 1. Nope. No winner. Red. 8, 6, 6, 5, 1, 1, 4.
All right. Okay. Let me hand you the mic. Tell me who you are, where you're from.
Okay, I'm Shannon Coleman from Halton, Louisiana.
I'm Erin Drake. I'm from Long Beach, Mississippi.